protesting. The whole reason I'm protesting is, well, they don't actually practice what they preach. So this went on for some months. This was something that Reverend Ray Drennan thought up, I believe. Certainly leading members of the Unitarian Church of Montreal thought it up, and this went on for at least 2 or 3 months, maybe longer, going back some years. So this was before the new minister came in, so it's while Reverend Ray Drennan was the minister.
Good day.
It's always a good day when I'm accused of blasphemy by atheist Unitarians in the 21st century. It's a wonderful day. So I do get this quite often, have a nice day kind of thing from people. And oh, here comes David Horan. So David Horan got a little physically intimidating with me. That's the guy in the blue t-shirt up the end there. He got a bit physically intimidating with me last Sunday. Unfortunately, the batteries in my camera were depleted. The spare batteries I brought turned out to be used batteries, so they were pretty well finished. When I brought out my spare battery, there was no more juice. So I wasn't able to actually record his physical intimidation because I was keeping, I was basically conserving energy. I had very little battery power to play with. After that, because my camera was not constantly running, I wasn't able to catch it. But after that, I turned on the camera for a brief period and had a little chat with him about it. But one of the things I did say to dissuade him from his physical intimidation was, do you want another video? Because he already has one video of him essentially assaulting me on YouTube. Just search for David Horan, Montreal Unitarian, in YouTube, and you will find the video in question, along with a couple of other videos where he's very insulting. Good day, sir. Yeah. No, don't worry about that. They get scuffed anyway. God's keeping an eye on things. Sees a lot more than I do. Exactly. So this guy I spoke with earlier, unfortunately, again, my camera wasn't running. I was just getting set up, but he was looking at my picket signs and asking questions. That's called a free and responsible search for truth and meaning. So I had a little chat with him. He's a born-again Christian, so he's very, basically very Christian. Believe, Jesus is, the Son of God, the whole bit. All of the mainstream doctrine Christian he believes in. So we had a nice little chat about the issues, and he saw this as a sign of the end times, that the church is being so corrupt, and so on, and it would have been good to actually have a recording of that conversation, but it's, I was in the middle of writing chalk slogans. I don't normally run the camera when I'm writing the chalk slogans. I could have started it up, beforehand, but didn't. But it's, I see the guy coming back and being encouraging. And most of the public, in terms of actual interactions with the public, when there is an interaction, most people just walk by, drive by, ride by on their bikes and don't say anything one way or the other, so I don't know exactly what they're thinking. But in terms of the ones that do engage with me one way or another, the response is overwhelmingly positive and supportive. It's at least 8 out of 10 people are supportive of what I'm doing versus a maximum of 2 out of 10 who express some kind of disapproval. So I think, on a sheer democratic front, I'm doing pretty well. And the interesting thing too is, the few people who do express disapproval often do so out of sheer ignorance. They, and some are just people who think that you shouldn't be protesting in front of a church, period, or you shouldn't even be protesting. I mean, there are people that think, people shouldn't protest and stuff like that, really narrow-minded people, but what I'm getting to is that on some occasions where I've been able to talk with people who have expressed disapproval initially, once I explain to them what the protest is about, they change their minds and they come on side. That's happened on several occasions, you know, where I've been able to explain the whole thing to someone who initially expressed disapproval, and they, once they know what the issues are and what I'm protesting, they actually agree with me. So I think in real terms, the you know, support from the public is much higher, and I'd see easily 9 out of 10 in favor of the protest once they know what it's about. So anyhow, just continue circulating here, and I might take that woman up on her offer of a counter-protest in front of my place. Seriously, that would be so much fun to have some video of some incredibly foolish Unitarian Universalists counter-protesting in front of my home against the fact that I'm protesting against their cover-up and denial of pedophilia and rape and, you know, various other issues, you know, because that's the main thing on the agenda right now, is this false blasphemous libel accusation against me, which sought to conceal pedophilia and rape committed by Unitarian Universalist ministers. I mean, that only dates back 5 years. I always, you know, from the earliest stages of this protest, or certainly within the first year or so of initiating it. Good day.
How are you?
Very good.
Good. I like your purple there.
Yeah, not too bad. What about my yellow? What about my yellow and my...
What's going on?
I'm protesting against clergy abuse and cover-up of clergy abuse and various other issues.
Where?
Here.
Okay.
Well, not just like locally, but the bigger Unitarian Universalist religious community.
Okay.
The head office in Boston,
Yeah.
Unitarian Universalist Association,
Yeah.
they hired a Canadian law firm to have me served with a cease and desist demand letter.
Did you have you what, sir?
Served with a cease and desist demand letter. Do you speak French? Mise en demeure?
I'm sorry.
What?
I wish.
Okay, you don't. Okay, I thought maybe
I can
it
speak
might.
Indonesian to you if you want.
Okay, no, I don't think I'd manage that. But no, they hired this big corporate law firm
Yeah.
to accuse me of violating Canada's blasphemy law. Yeah,
Okay.
we have a blasphemy law in the criminal code. For allegedly, and this is a keyword allegedly, here's an exact quote from the letter. Your unfounded and vicious allegations to the effect that ministers of the association engage in such despicable crimes as pedophilia and rape are defamatory. And then went on to say they're so defamatory that they constitute the criminal act of blasphemous libel. So I didn't even know what blasphemous libel was. I looked it up, and it's in the Canadian Criminal Code, and it's essentially blaspheming against a religion.
Really?
You know, so we have a law that prohibits extreme criticism.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this was an attempt to intimidate me into removing blog posts that tell the truth.
Why you?
Because I blogged about their pedophiles and rapists.
Okay.
And they wanted that to disappear. So, you know, they were threatening me with criminal charges.
You couldn't come in peace with them. Oh,
Well, I tried.
I don't want to say with us because I believe we're world citizens.
Right.
So it's like not us and them and all this.
Right.
So you couldn't.
Well, I tried, believe me. No, they're incredibly stubborn. You know, like when that happened, like when they falsely accused me of violating the blasphemy law,
Okay.
I said, you're going to do 3 things. You're going to formally withdraw that accusation.
Coffee?
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
No.
You know, you're going to withdraw that accusation. No, I don't.
I had a sip, so
no,
I have
it's
to
okay.
share
No,
my germs.
I'm sorry.
No, I just want to understand.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, so I tried to get them. I tried to make peace on that issue by having them withdraw the accusation, apologize, and tell the truth.
Okay.
Tell the truth. How many children have been molested by Unitarian Universalist ministers? You tell the truth about that.
When did this happen?
5 years ago.
Okay.
So
I've been with the Unitarians for 20-some years, 27, 28 maybe. And you?
Obviously not here. I've been protesting here for 20 years.
Really? Oh, it's been that long?
Yeah, because they're very stubborn people, I told you. Which Unitarians are you with?
Ottawa?
Okay, I've actually, you know what, I
got married there, nobody was
No, but
married
hang on,
there, so.
I've actually been to the Ottawa church 2 or 3 times, at least twice, maybe 3 times, and I've raised this issue.
Okay.
You know how they have sharing
That's
noise?
fine.
You know, no, but
They stopped that though now.
What? Okay, but maybe because of me. No, because
Well, actually,
because they had sharing joys and
No,
concerns.
it's because I find it was getting too long. I didn't vote on
Yeah,
anything.
right.
I live overseas. I teach overseas.
Right.
But wherever I go, I try to find the Unitarian
Right,
and go to it.
right,
So
right.
it's my first time here.
Right.
Yeah. So this was here that this happened.
No. As I said, this was the Unitarian Universalist Association.
Oh, okay.
Hired a Canadian law firm. I'm not saying there's pedophilia and
Okay,
rape here.
not here.
There was cases in the United States that I blogged about,
Yeah.
and they wanted that to disappear. You know.
Got you.
I
understand.
But anyway, getting it back to the Ottawa Church.
Yeah.
I have stood up
Yeah.
during sharing joys and concerns, and
Yeah.
I've said the Unitarian Universalist Association accused me of blasphemous libel.
Yeah.
They're misusing Canada's blasphemy law to hide clergy abuse. I think you, as Unitarians, should do something.
I'm so surprised that there's no talk about this and come to a term.
They don't want to talk
and
about it.
to apologize. I don't know. I don't.
Well, you can start. You can start something.
I
be
don't
my
hear
guest.
their side, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
that apology is a strength.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree.
It's not a weakness.
There's a new UUA president. She just got elected.
Yeah.
And so I'm telling her, well, you inherited this mess from the previous president, so I'm asking you to, clean up the mess, apologize, the same stuff.
Yeah.
She has a personal Facebook page,
Yeah.
and she had a blog post about the Board of Trustees
Yeah.
of the Unitarian Universalist Association,
Yeah.
and they're all implicated because they're supposed to oversee this stuff,
Okay.
and I contacted them, I said,
Okay.
fix this, and they didn't. So anyway, on that blog post, I posted about this, and I said the same thing, like, you need to do this, 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 and this.
Yeah.
The good news is she did not delete my blog.
Good.
They're still there to the best of my knowledge.
Smart thing to do.
Exactly.
There's a service happening.
Yeah, no, you go. Yeah.
My first time here.
Yeah, right.
What's your name?
Robin Edgar.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
yeah.
And
if you
you're from
search
Montreal?
Yeah, I've been here all my life.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you're in Ottawa?
Actually, I live in Africa now.
Okay.
So-
right, so you're just visiting.
Yeah, I'd like to see what the service
Yeah,
is
you
about.
go
And
ahead.
it's in
Which
English,
part of
I
Africa?
think. I'm in Egypt right now.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
No, I love Egypt. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, your name was?
Robin Edgar.
I'm bad with names. Robin Edgar.
Yeah, and your name?
Haider Obed.
Haider
Obed.
Obed? Right. Nice to meet you. Okay, we got that all recorded. Only got a few seconds left on the video, but I'm glad we got that all recorded. So this is a guy basically affiliated with the Ottawa Unitarian Church, visiting the Montreal Unitarian Church for the first time, who obviously considers himself to be Unitarian, and he's actually got the right approach. Like, yeah, they should apologize. They should deal with it. But unfortunately, he's a minority amongst Unitarians, and I think this is about to wrap up.